everyone, and welcome to my Grandma Gamer's channel. My name is Meayumi, and this is part 2 of how to save gil by changing your transportation habits. But first I want to state that this is my third video, and I continue to make a lot of mistakes in my wording, stumbling over my words, and pronunciation of locations. For this I am truly sorry. My crafting skill of Share Factory is slow, but you know, I'm old and slow. Well, you've heard the old dog new tricks phrase, so let's get started. The Black Shroud logistically could be considered the central hub of Eorzea due to its physical geographical location. It is centralized between the Lenosia and Thanalan areas and all of Heavensward and the Grabania locations. If you toggle your map R1 on the controller, this changes your map to view the far east that includes Othard and the Hengashi areas, which include Kugane. By having your home point or return set in New Gridania makes sense for saving gil for teleporting to all areas in the game. You will hear me repeat the same phrase a few times during this video. It is also important where you set your favored locations in order to help reduce costs to other areas. You can change these favored locations as you progress through the game. I'm going to use 5 different destination examples, and yes, this is a lot of examples. However, this game has a lot of teleports available, all at different costs depending on your location, and we have people in all 3 phases of the game: A Realm Reborn, Heavensward, and Stormblood. Therefore, I use the 5 most common teleports. Keep in mind that my home nation is in Lomenza, so depending on your home nation, the cost will be different than what I'm showing you today, but these are examples. We will be looking at the following areas: the Quarry Mill, that's the location of the Palace of the Dead; Horizon, that's the closest teleport to Vesper Bay and the location of the Waking Sands, home of the Scions; Mordona, location of the Rising Stones and the new home of the Scions, and other fun stuff that's there; Idleshire, home of Chloe, Wondrous Tales, and more fun stuff; and then Castrum Orion's cheapest access to the Gear Abania areas. Starting from Lomenza, if you were to teleport directly to the Quarry Mill, it's 590 gil. If you use your return to New Gridania and either teleport for 200 gil or by rental chocobo for 50 gil, your savings range from 390 to 540 gil, depending on your choice. Horizon is the teleport, and then you have to ride your chocobo into Vesper Bay, but the teleport cost is 341. If you were to rent a chocobo, it's 15 gil and then ride into Vesper Bay. However, the least costly way would be to take the ferry out of Lomenza to Vesper Bay for 80 gil, and I'll explain this later in my shortcut video, or later on in this section, later on in the shortcut section of this video. Mordona is 444 gil. Idleshire is, well, for me it's 243 gil, but it normally costs 487 gil, but since I have this set as my favorite, that brings the cost down. Excuse me. And then last is Castrum Orion's at 804 gil, and I'll show you a less costly way to go to Castrum Orion's later in this video. From Ul'dah, teleporting from the Quarry Mill is 380 gil. If you use your return again to New Gridania and either teleport for 200 gil or by chocobo for 40 gil, your savings ranges from 180 to 330 gil depending on your choice. Now to teleport to Horizon, it's 192 gil. If you go by chocobo from the chocobo keep here, it is 5 gil for 1 minute. So your savings could be 187 gil for spending 1 extra minute. Going to Mordona from here, for me would be 360 gil, and to Idleshire from here is 346 gil. That's because it's one of my favorites. If it wasn't one of my favorites, for me, it would normally be 693 gil. And then to Castrum Orions, it's 571 gil. And again, I'll show you a less costly way to go to Castrum Orions later in this video. Standing in New Gridania, to teleport to the quarry mill is 200 gil. The rental chocobo is 50 gil by 3 minutes, but by now you already know that. To teleport to Horizon is 448 gil. The most cost-effective and the cheapest way to go here, would take you a little bit more time, would be to take the airship to Lomenza for 120 gil, plus take the ferry out of Lomenza directly into Vesper Bay for 80 gil. Your savings here would be 248. To go to Mordona, it is 274 gil, which is less than both Ulda and Lomenza. Saving here would be by using your return to New Gridania and then teleporting into Mordona. Idle Shower, again, that is one of my favorites, so it's at 312. Normally, if it wasn't a favorite, it's 625 gil, so I suggest you make Idleshire one of your favorites, because that would be just the best bet for your money. Okay, Castrum Orions is 313 gil if you want to teleport directly. However, you can save a little bit of gil here by teleporting to the Hathorn hut and then zoning into Castrum Orions from the gatekeeper, or you can take the Renner Bird for 15 gil and 2 minutes and save 298 gil. Again, it's your choice. Hi everyone, I'm standing here in the New Gridania Airship Station, and I want to show you the difference in pricing between using the airships to get around and also teleporting. Now, if I wanted to go back to Lomenza, which I want to do, it's going to cost me 618 gil to teleport. However, if I was to use the airship guy, teleporting or traveling by airship is only going to cost me 120 gil. Not only can I take it to Lomenza, but I can take it to Ulda and as well as Ishgard. Ishgard is 150 gil. So by using the airship, and it takes just 1 minute longer, you will save so much more gil. It's so much more feasible to use the airship stations. Hi everyone, I'm now going to show you a couple of shortcuts out of Lomenza that you can take to reduce cost to extremely popular destinations. The Lomenza ferry docks down by the Fishermen's Guild will take you to Alport or to Costa del Sol for 40 gil each. And where we are standing currently, here at the ferry docks at the west end of Hawker's Alley, the East Aldenard Trading Company sailor will take you to Kugane for 300 gil, and this ferry ticketer will take you to Vesper Bay for 80 gil. And as you know, if you're following and going through the MSQ, you will be going to the Waking Sands a lot. Like every time you turn around, you have to teleport back to the Waking Sands. So if you're in Lomenza, try taking this ferry to Vesper Bay to complete all those quests. Once you get out of the habit of teleporting directly from one location to another quickly and begin taking that extra 1 to 3 minutes, this way, which sounds annoying at first, will quickly become a habit that seems fast, efficient, and you will have an extra bit of gil in your pocket. I hope this video gives you some ideas on how to save gil. If you have any comments or suggestions that you would like to share, please leave them in the comment section below. That is it for part 2 of how to save gil by changing your transportation habits. Until next time, take care and be safe out there.